don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans will be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars watching what goes on inside. And without them, we'd all be out of a job.
See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We've got the best superstars, the best fans,
and the best announced team. Don't forget that.
I was going to say that.
Check this out, JR. This is going to be cool.
I'm not sure his opponent would agree. That backcracker usually means the beginning of the end.
I spit in the face of people who don't like to be cool.
Here's your winner, Carlito. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, the Intercontinental Champion from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, Randy Orton. From Orangeburg, South Carolina, weighing in at 245 pounds, Shelton Benjamin.
Going for it all, just trying to be the best. Feel me breaking out, nothing more, nothing less. Wanna be known, want the respect. Throw me anything, I'll pass that test. Believing in yourself, man, changes everything. Yeah, I want it all, I'm taking the brass ring. Call me underdog, you can call me anything. I got a lot of blessings, that's what faith brings. No stop, you can't rock with me. No stop, you can't rock with me. Good drop, ain't no stopping me. No. You wanna start something, then go ahead and start something. Anytime, any place, dog, it's nothing. I'm coming from the bottom on my way to the top, and if things get
It's like he read his opponent's mind.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it? This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh no, this is classic old school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your Social Security number was 1.
I can't believe he countered that one. You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the He can pin him right here, JR. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely his opponent's down, and now he's sharing a piece of his mind.
He's going to have to eat those words by the end of this match, JR.
And it's been reversed.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
Man, JR, when I think about the kind of career Shelton Benjamin's already had, I can't think of many other superstars who have become bigger successes in such a short time.
Or bigger jackasses. Benjamin's accomplishments are indisputable, but that arrogant attitude of his is he's got the crowd and his opponent in the palm of his hand.
That can change in an instant, especially if you let your opponent catch his breath. After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR?
Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I'd love to have.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone? I don't know where he thinks he's going. This could be a mistake. He's going up, but what's he going to do when he gets there? I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big. Oh, man, he's got a hold of his opponent. What's he going to do?
T-bone suplex. My God, what speed! What power! These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they...
He's going for the cover, JR.
And there it goes. The submission is locked in.
Oh my gosh, he might make his opponent tap right here. Wow, there's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill...
All's fair in love and war, JR. And I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this man in action.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker. Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on...
Oh, no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum!
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers. Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it. But it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup.
Oh, come on, JR. You're just talking through your hat. And speaking of hats, when are you going to get rid of that silly thing anyway?
Right about the time you stop wearing that crown, I'd say.
Looks like someone's heading for the high rent district. These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case now, is it?
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more...
We all know what's coming next. Can his opponent kick out of this pinning predicament?
Here's your winner